This is a lovely little dish that you can put together for the whole family that is really quick and easy to put together and tastes really good. Now, what I'm using is some Maryland chicken, and I'll take it out of the packet. The thing I love about the Maryland is it's got a nice big bone, or two bones actually, and the meat cooked on the bone is always going to be the sweetest. And when you cook it nice and low and slow, it's going to be fall apart, delicious and tender. Now, salt loves meat, meat loves salt. We make sure we put plenty of salt on every bit of meat we're cooking, and pepper as well. Now, at this stage here, you could put some spice on here, but I'm going to put all the spice in the pan with the rice, and I'll show you why I do that in a second. And I'm using a pan here that has plenty of heat in it, so in goes some extra virgin olive oil. I can use extra virgin olive oil at any temperature. It holds very, very well. Now, you'll hear that sizzle? That's what I'm looking for, because what I want to do is brown the outside of the chicken. I cook with the skin on because I like that crispy skin on there, and it's seasoned beautifully. You can eat it straight out of the pan here. It's going to be delicious, but when we cook it with all those other spices, it's going to be even more delicious. Now, you can see the other side's not seasoned, so I just take my salt and put plenty of salt on this side. We want to make sure that this chicken is seasoned to perfection. Some pepper in there as well, and all we need to do is let that sizzle and bubble and boil until we've got a crispy skin on there, and we'll turn it over and continue going. Now, my other pan here is going to be really hot. In go the onion and garlic. I've sliced the onion and sliced the garlic as well, and they'll go all the way through it. Some olive oil goes in there, and you can see it starting to sizzle. There's a great tip. If you know your pan's really hot, you can pop your stuff in there first and then pour the olive oil over the top of it, and it starts to bubble and boil. The aroma's coming out of here. I'm loving. Now, this is an ancho chili that you can get in a lot of South American food stores, some delis, and they're really nice. They come dried in a packet, and you can see they're quite tough. Sometimes people will soak them in water before they use them, but I'm going to cut it up into little pieces so it goes all the way through my Mexican beans and rice. This will give it a great flavour, seeds and all. And this black ancho chili has an amazing smoky flavour as well. Now, I'm going to throw it into the pan so it starts to fry up with the oil, and then it'll give off a really nice chili flavour and smell. So I want to spice this up a bit with some heat and also some flavour as well. So I'm using some cumin here. About a tablespoon of cumin goes in there, and to spice it up with heat, I've got some cayenne pepper. We'll make it hot, so I'll put a whole tablespoon in there, and in goes some smoked paprika. Great colour, great flavour, and great aroma as well. Just by stirring that around in the oil, it really starts to kick off. Now, the chicken is going along very nicely, and we'll have a little look at that. Look, a little bit of colour on there, but still a little way to go. So we'll leave them sitting here like that. Now, I'm going to add the rice, and this is the best part of it. This is what holds the whole thing together. Now, when you're cooking with rice, it's always important to measure it out, and then you know exactly what you're going to get at the end, but also gives you the right amount of liquid to add. Now, I've got 2 cups of rice here, and I pop it straight into the pan. And while it's in the pan here, I like to stir it around so it picks up some of that oil and gives it a nice little crust on the outside, but gets the flavour into the rice as well. That is smelling fantastic. Now, as I said, the measurement is really important. So 2 cups of rice and 2.5 cups of liquid, and that will give you the perfect amount. That's the absorption method. So when it comes together, it'll be perfectly cooked and the rice won't be gluggy. Now, that's just sealing off beautifully. At this stage here, I'll add some little peppers for colour, and apparently you need vegetables in your diet, so there you go, there's some veggies. But the other thing is also beans. I love beans. They give you lots of energy and lots of nutrition. Now, my chicken is browning up beautifully. I'll flip that over. Look, nice crispy skin on the outside there. Turn that over like that. That's looking really good. Now, this is the stage that I like to add the liquid. As I said, I've got 2.5 cups of stock. In that goes, and you can see it almost comes up to the boil straight away. And the chicken is nice and crispy, so I'll just pick it up like this and pop it into the pan here and snuggle it in so it gets some of the flavour of the rice and all of those spices as well. And this oil that's got the chicken flavour, on it goes. You don't want to waste anything. Everything's got flavour in it. Pop that over there like that, and then pop the lid on. I've got my oven already set at 175 degrees Celsius. I'll pop this in the oven. It'll take about 25 to 30 minutes. The rice will be cooked, the chicken will be cooked through, and it will taste and smell amazing. My Mexican chicken rice with beans looks fantastic. It smells amazing. That rice is cooked beautifully with the beans, lots of spice, lots of colour, lots of flavour and nutrition as well. Pile that up like that. You look at a dish like this, it's really simple, really cheap to put together, but packed full of flavour, and that's what it's about to me. Some parsley on top and some sour cream. Look at that. That sour cream's going to melt all the way in it. A little bit more parsley on there. What a cracking little dish. Now, we'll have a taste of the rice and the beans just to make sure we've got all that spice and flavour in there. That's fantastic.